And right now, you can come and get your merch. Get your merch from Father FKN Wrestling Creators Spring.com. That's Father FKN Wrestling Creators Spring.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, and all of my Father FK Innerites out there, welcome to my channel. This is Father FKN Wrestling, and you are here with Yandis O'Brien, baby. And you guys all know how I do my show. First things first, I want to start off by saying all praise to the Most High. Without Him, I wouldn't be here, and you wouldn't be here either. And as of lately, I'm glad I'm here. I've been blessed to see a lot of different things going on in the world of sports, music, and all the other ventures of life. But I want to give a special shout out to all of my subscribers, not only on this channel, which is Father FKN Wrestling Podcast. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Spotify. You can find me on Find Me. You can find me on all the public known platforms that's out here. Even on Apple Podcasts. You can find me anywhere. Anchor, anywhere. Just shout me out. Besides, shout myself out. I want to also give a special shout out to everybody who stuck behind the Father during these, crazy times. First thing, I want to give a shout out to my wife. I want to give a shout out to my boys, my little girl, my sisters, my brother, all of my brothers on, all of my sisters out there. Special shout out to Sheik. She knows who she is. She always holds me down. That's my homie right there. Special shout out to her in Miami. Besides that, a lot of things have been going on with the Father. I want to also say, if you guys ever want merch, to hit me up on Teespring. Just type in my name, Father FKN, and it's going to pop up right there on your search engine screen. And if you ever wanted to cash app me to make the show a little bit better, you can also do that. You can go to my Cash App, which will be in the description. That always helps. And moving on from that, today we're going to talk about a lot of things, but I got to go into the dungeon. I know a lot of people have talked about it. I know a lot of people have spoken on it, and that thing is Jeff Hardy. And the first thing I want to say is, I don't know if you guys remember, before AEW, this was right, I'll say on the courses of maybe 2014, 2015, maybe, somewhere around there. It was Matt and Jeff Hardy that reinvigorated the way that we watch Impact Wrestling. When Matt Hardy created his character known today as Broken Matt Hardy, which came from Big Money Matt, and we all know that character, Big Money Matt, that derived from ROH, which I gotta give respect to ROH, man. I'm gonna miss that company. I don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna miss that company because they breathed a lot of stars there. A lot of stars. But back on Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. Jeff and Matt took a damn near dying company And they flipped it around with that Brother Nero and Broken Matt character, and then they had the final deletion and all of that stuff. Oh my gosh, they turned it upside down. And I was one to say even back then that when they did that, don't think that Vince them wasn't looking. And I said it. Vince was looking, because in his head, if nobody's watching the WWE and they're watching other companies, I don't care who character it is. To him, all of those characters are his. He thinks just because he has the money, he can manipulate the situation and bring a character from a different program to his show and wipe all of their history away. He's the only one who has a God complex like that. But back to Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, to me, was doing fine. He was doing fine before he went back to that depressing situation in WWE. I think that had a lot to do with his depression. Every time he goes to that place, he goes ballistic. Not like crazy ballistic or anything, but his mind frame changes up to a different tune. And I really think it has a lot to do with the fact that Jeff Hardy, you guys got to look at it. Jeff Hardy put in a lot of years in WWE. Not only did he do that, but his wrestling style has pretty much like hold that company down, man. Whose merch is selling, still till this day, whose merch is selling better than Jeff's? I don't think nobody can compete with Jeff Hardy's merch. Besides The Rock and Stone Cold, he's up there, man. He's up there. And you know, it's ridiculous to what they're doing now, and I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I personally believe that anything could have been wrong that night, but I don't think anything was wrong with Jeff. I'm sorry. Impact fixed that situation. When he came back with his brother, he did it with his brother. So why is Matt not there in the WWE? Because Matt saw something wrong. Jeff saw something wrong too, but see, Jeff is a loyal person. Jeff is doing the best he can, man. And I personally, I believe that Jeff just want to do his own thing. He can't live his life and do his art and his music and indulge in life by working the WWE's schedule, which is stressful. Because, I mean, this is my thing. If they're not struggling for money, then why can't you give these guys some time off? Why can't you treat it like an NFL or NBA and give them some time off? I mean, they do have the money. All this billions and stuff like that they're speaking of, that's money, ain't it? UFC takes time off. Hey. So, you know, because my thing is, even Big E said that Jeff Hardy didn't look impaired. Everybody who was there that night, that where Jeff had the incident and he walked out, to me, when I saw that scene, it looked like he was just tired. It looked like my man was just real tired. He was done. That's it. He puts his body on the line every freaking night, bro. Because that's all they have. What they have there? They got Roman Reigns. They got Sami Zayn. They got Brock Lesnar and Jeff Hardy. Tommaso Ciampa, to me, he's not a big name. Never will be. Johnny Gargano proved that. I don't care how many matches you put on. You can't make these people stars. Especially right now at this state. WWE is losing it. They lost it a long time ago. I said it. A lot of people besides me said it. JD from New York has been saying it. I even got to give Joe Cronin his credit, because he's been saying it longer than a lot of us. But a lot of, a special shout out to Joe Cronin and JD from New York. I hope you guys do a show together. That'd be nice. I'll pay for it. I'll join both of your channels if you do it. But anyways, I've been saying it. A lot of people have been saying it. WWE are getting their karma back. This is karma. This is exactly how it started. They went against AEW by putting on NXT on Wednesday. They did that. AEW did not start this war. But from the looks of it, not just them either. Not just AEW. MLW, Impact Wrestling, NWA, hell, OVW, all of these companies, man, they might actually win this war. This is science. Everybody knows there's power is in numbers. The power is in how many numbers you have. WWE is one big entity. Yes, of course, their money can outlast the situation, of course, but you're not gonna get too much money if corporations stop having interest in you. They start taking away deals that you already had on the table. You're not gonna have much money. Fans are not filling up those arenas like they used to. So you have to create stars, because AEW right now, they're creating stars. Look at Hook. Nobody knew about Hook. I didn't know anything about this boy. I knew Taz had a son. I am referenced towards that because I remember a while ago in Impact Wrestling, he was talking about his son's birthday, happy birthday, and I guess this is the guy. But man, that's a star. That's a star, and he's not under the WWE's tutelage. He's under Taz's tutelage, his father. Can you imagine if Dominic and Rey Mysterio ended up in AEW? Can you imagine what we would be seeing from Dominic right now? Think about it. Can you imagine Dominic Mysterio being trained by a Cody Rhodes, a Pentagon and Phoenix? Come on, man. Come on. Can you imagine the matches we can have between Pentagon and Rey Mysterio? Those would be awesome matches. This is fantasy booking 101. And like I said before, guys, everybody knows the Killer Cross situation. They didn't even know how to use him over there in WWE. But you see another guy that's similar to Killer Cross, which is Taz's son, Hook. They already know how to use him over there in AEW. He came out in the ring. He didn't say anything. And they didn't even know how to use Killer Cross's wife, Scarlett Bordeaux, when she said that she was scared that they was going to take her name. And that's another thing about the WWE. They are thieves. They're thieves. They'll sit there, use all these characters, images, and likeness on video games and things like that, and cereal boxes. And those guys don't even get paid that damn much. Not like we think they do. Because you got to think about it. The more money you make in life, the more expensive things you're going to buy. The upkeep cost goes up. Bah. You have to be smart out here with your money. You don't have to buy every goddamn thing that somebody's putting in your face, you know. So, with that said, you know, it's sad what they did with Scarlett Bordeaux. It's sad what they did with Killer Cross. And it's sad that AEW had to show you with one guy. They showed you plenty of times. We saw the Daniel Bryan debut. We saw the Chris Jericho debut. We saw the CM Punk debut. We saw these guys come in. I can't wait till them boys, the Briscoes, come in. Oh my gosh. People are gonna shit their pants when the Briscoes show up in AEW. When the Briscoes show up there, it's gonna be a wrap. The Jay Lethal situation, I think that Jay Lethal should have went to Impact, but I'm happy for him. And I'm really happy for Ruby Soho, because she left a bad fucking situation, which was the WWE's women's, you know, their divas women's roster or whatever, and they don't know how to make female stars. They just don't know how to do it. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. I don't like. comes at an impact, or do you think that it should? But yeah, you can find me on Patreon. You can find me on Spotify. You can find me on Anchor. You can find me where all the podcasts are. You guys give me a shout out. I'm gonna give you a shout out. Like, subscribe, thumbnail button, hit it. And this is the Father Said Father.